What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy BT, and today we're here with the GoTrax APEX Pro scooter. We've got a rare flat wheel here, so we're going to go ahead and show you how to get that done. All right, so I'm going to kind of use this table here as my bench, and we're going to go ahead and start the disassembly process. First thing we have here is we have two screws right in here. This is going to be a 3mm, so we're going to go ahead and get these out. There are two screws on each side. All right, so with those out, we can then kind of pull this away, pull it forward. We don't have to disassemble anything here, although if you do need to, here's the connector right here. But we can just kind of put this one off to the side. That exposes the bolt here on this side. And then on this side, we'll do the same thing. Okay, so then same thing here, pull out, and that takes off this cover. Then right here, we have the connector for the motor, so we can disconnect that like so. And then we've got a bolt on this side and a bolt on the other side, and that should give us the ability to remove this wheel. All right, so since we have this wire here, we're going to use a wrench to loosen this one here, and I'll use the same wrench to loosen this one on this side as well. I couldn't really find a standard size for this. I tried to fit a couple of sockets on this, but they don't seem to quite be a standard size. But either way, we used that, we got it off. Now we're going to go ahead and slide this. All right, so there we are. All right, so here is our wheel. This is where we will be working with here for the remainder of this to get this off. Here is the new tube that I purchased. I'll leave a link in the description for this product. It also comes with these little handy dandy tools here to help you get that tire off. And that's it. Once you get it off and put the new tube on, we're done here. Since the valve section here that we put air in is on this side, we're going to go ahead. We're going to take the cap off to start. Okay, and since the cap is here, if we can get the tire to come this way, then hopefully all will be well. So we're going to go ahead and start the process from this side. Yep, definitely going to take a little work to get this out, for sure. All right, finally found a strategy and technique that worked. If you notice what I did there, that should definitely make it a lot easier to get the rest of this off. After you get about half of it off, the rest should just come right up. There we go. All right, so we got that. Got that piece going there. So now we have to get this valve out of this spot. So we're just gonna push that with our finger, get that out of there. Okay. And now with this in this place, I think we're gonna have to take the whole tire off of this thing in order to get this out. It'd be nice if we could just get it out, but the space is so tight to work that it's kind of hard to reach. But if we can get I think if we can get this valve out of here first, it might actually give us more space to pull this off. There we go. So that's out. Yeah, I still don't think we're going to be able to put the new tube in this way. It's just a little too tight. All right, so just make sure you pay attention to the direction that this arrow is facing. If you do have to pull off the entire tire here, like we're probably going to have to do. All right, there we go. So again, pay attention to the direction that your tire is going to be going. And here is our little baby rim. Okay, so with that done, we can take out our what should be culprit here that's not holding any air. This tube here. Now, while we have this thing out, we're going to go ahead and inspect the inside to make sure that there's nothing in there that is causing the tube to have any issues. So just go ahead and inspect that before you put everything back together. And I don't notice or see anything in here. We're going to go ahead and grab this little piece off of here. And since this one doesn't have one, I'm going to go ahead, take the cap off, and put it on this one. All right, so when you're getting ready to put your tube back in, I don't think it matters which way it goes in. So just go ahead and get everything situated back into your tire. Okay, and since this thing's flat, I'm going to go ahead and give it a little bit of air. All right, that should be enough. Okay, so we've got some air in there. Looks like we're probably going to have to take some more out before we put this thing in. Yeah, so actually just go ahead and get some air in that tube and then take out the air until you don't hear anything anymore. And then let's go ahead and get this tire reinserted. Again, pay attention to the direction. Align your valve with the hole. And we're going to go ahead and start with that side, working it from that way in to get this right where it needs to be location-wise. So we're going to slide that there through the whole area. And then we're going to start to work our tire back down. Okay, so once it's in there like that, we're gonna take a little bit more air here. Okay, so we make sure we don't have too much air in there, but just enough to get this thing to slide over. So we're gonna go ahead and work this thing on now. So then I'm just gonna take these tools and help to stretch the tire. So we can get the tire stretched and back over the little rim here. Okay, so I'm going to put a lot of the pressure up here at the top as I work the sides in back around here. And with this one at the top, I'm going to go on the side to help get this over the lip and then slide it over. There we go. It's coming on. Okay. Now that we've got the majority of that tire over, we're going to go ahead and flip this back over. Now we're going to work the tube into place so that it can clear the lip. Okay, so you see here, once it clears the lip, now we just need to work the rest of the tire back on. Everything's in place here, feels good. So now, and be careful when you're doing this, so you make sure that you're not putting any stress on that tube to create a problem of which you were just trying to fix. All right, so we're going to do some wide ones here. See how much of this tire we can get on at once. Okay, so with that much on, I'm going to go ahead, use my hand here to kind of hold this in place. And then I'm going to walk it over here to this side and get some more on there. And I'm going to leave this one here. Take this one out. We'll probably do a little bit of smaller distances now since it's starting to get tighter. But yeah, you're going to have to put a little elbow grease on this thing to get it to go. All right, so you can see what we got left here. So with this stretching so far, let me see how much of this I can tuck in here. So I'm going to go ahead and tuck this here. Be nice if these were just a little longer. We're going to tuck that there, and now we're going to push both of them at the same time. See if we can get this tire back on. All right, that's just a bit too wide, so we're going to come in a little closer. Work this section here. Okay, you can see how much we have left to go there. Not a whole lot, but just be patient as you work with it. All right, and so as you're doing this too, you're going to want to push down as much as you can on the bottom to help take some of that weight off or that tension. And when you get that tension off, that's when you can really should be able to pull this thing over the lip here. All right, there it is. And so at the end, you hope you're able to get your new tube put in place. without any damages, because that is it's a small space you're working with. So you're trying to do the best to keep everything nice and tight in the process here. So let's go ahead and fill her up. All right, so we're set to 50 PSI. Don't feel any air loss at all. So I'm gonna go ahead and close this up. Yeah, that feels pretty solid. All right, and then we do everything in reverse. All right, so after you got everything back together, we're looking good. We have no air loss. Job's done. It's your boy BT. Thank you for checking out this video, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.